Hello, my dazzling stars, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Ananya, and thank you for joining me. Today, I have a love message from your angel guides. What love message do you need to know right now? What are your angel guides communicating to you right now? Your angel guides are sending you messages, and thus, here I am as a channel, as a medium to your angel guides. As you can see, we have four piles here, four cards here, and so each card is a pile and they all have their own individual messages. So the way this works is you click on the pile or you pick the pile which you're most drawn to. Yeah, obviously clicking on the pile doesn't work. You pick the pile which you are most drawn to. So there's pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And I'll pop some crystals in a minute, but before that, I just want to give a brief description of how this works. So basically, you will be energetically drawn to the pile which is meant for you. If you feel that there are multiple piles which are calling to you, it could be that there are some messages in those piles. Do keep in mind that those are generalized messages, so not everything would fit, but so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so with that, without further ado, let's pop some crystals. So for pile 1, we have this beautiful malachite. If only my camera would focus. Hello. Yeah. So it's a green crystal, as you can see. This is the malachite. Yeah. For pile 2, we have this beautiful turquoise. For pile 3, we have a tiger's eye. And for pile 4, we have hematite. It's a black crystal. So yeah, focus on your heart chakra. Focus whichever pile you're drawn to instinctively, that's your intuition. You remember that you can never pick wrong. There is no wrong pile. If you're being called, as I said before, if you're being called to any pile, it's because there is some message in that pile for you. Okay, so I do know some people who actually go through all the piles, and sometimes I do that when I'm looking at other tarot channels, when I'm going through their readings, and sometimes I'm not able to pick. So I go through all the four piles and I listen to a bit intro of each of the four piles, and then I'll know which one I'm the most drawn to. And you just know because you won't be drawn to every pile. Now you can have messages from multiple piles, so you can be drawn to 2 or 3 piles, and that's okay. And that's okay, which means that your guardian angels are just sending you multiple messages. So yeah, go about it the way you like, and timestamps for each of the four piles will be given in the description down below, or you can see them as chapters on this video. I know I'm over explaining, but yeah, thank you for joining, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. So if you chose this pile, if you chose this card, or if you chose this crystal, then you have the malachite crystal. And before we begin, I would just like to give a brief description of the crystal which you picked or which was assigned to your pile. Okay, so this is the malachite, and a very interesting thing which I just noticed about this crystal, and this was not intentional, it just happened. Okay, if you notice, this crystal is shaped like a tiny heart, and I found this very cute and very interesting. So I just wanted to draw your notice to this. Yeah. Okay, so malachite is a crystal. As you can see, it's green in color. So this is assigned to the heart chakra. This is a crystal for the heart chakra, and it helps with healing. It helps with loving unconditionally. It helps ease pain, and it helps providing relief. Is that crystal? So if you pick this crystal, I just wanted to give you a brief description of the property of this crystal, and I'll pop it right here so that you can see it for the entirety of the message. There's a tiny little heart, that's so cute. Okay, so if you pick this card, it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So I feel like if you chose this pile, or if you chose this card, I mean, which you did, which is why you're here listening to this reading, then you're probably already in a relationship, or you are seeing someone, or you're dating someone, or you are in a situationship kind of a place. Maybe you have not gone exclusive, but it's almost like you are exclusive. You guys are always together, and you guys are like thick as thieves. You guys are doing things together, and you are doing, maybe you're sleeping together, you're eating together, you're studying together, you're reading together, you are doing almost everything together. So what I'm feeling from this particular card is, and from what it's saying here, is that there could be a bit of a codependency thing which is happening in with you, and that's the message which I'm getting. Because as you can see, this card says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So sometimes when we are trying to have something or someone in our life, when we want to keep something or someone in our life, it's almost like we become territorial. We become very possessive about them. Like, you're mine, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to go there, you're not allowed to be or act a certain way. But what happens is that with that, sometimes we encroach on other people's privacy and other people's space. And while that is okay, because I feel like you are both okay with that, but what is happening here is that you're losing each other. You're losing yourselves, not each other, sorry. You're losing yourself in the relationship, because this relationship has become so much about the two of you and what the two of you do together and the time which you love to spend, which is amazing, which is great. And we want that sort of relationship. I mean, obviously you want that sort of connection with another person. Like, that is what love is about. Like, you are meant to enjoy doing all those things together, but your angel guides are saying that it's a bit much. You need to focus on yourself, spend some time by yourself, with yourself, for yourself. Okay. So I have two more cards for you, so I'll just keep it here for now and see what the other cards say. Okay, power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. Interesting. And reflection. Oh my god, see, there's this again, and I swear, like, this is not intentional. Like, when I shuffled the cards, when I was drawing for the piles, this came out. So there is that space thingy again. So it says, reflection, give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith, and that will work out for the best. Give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So when we are being codependent, when we are spending like all our waking hours together, when we are in each other's space, when we are in each other's zone, like, what is your intention behind it? What is the intention behind it? That's what spirit wants you to ask yourself. Like, why are you two so focused on each other? Like, spirit is really happy for you all. Spirit is really happy for the two of you, for the kind of relationship which you have found with this person. And spirit is saying yay, and spirit is giving you a big thumbs up. But spirit is also asking you, like, why are you spending all your time together? Like, it's great whatever you are doing, but you also need to find that time for yourself. You also need to find that space for yourself and live your life independently as well as together. And this card here is saying you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to walk away or say no at any time. So I feel like there could be times or moments or situations where you're doing certain things and maybe you just don't want to do the thing, and then you just are doing the thing because your partner is doing that thing. And so you're like, okay, let me just roll with it. I'll also do it because my partner is doing, and I love them. So let's just do it. But Spirit is saying that you instinctively know what is right for you and what you want to do. And whatever you feel uncomfortable with, you don't have to do those things. You don't have to do those things. You can walk away at that particular time. You can say no. And you're also meant to guide your partner that way. When you are saying no to certain thing which your partner might want to do and you are not comfortable with that thing, when you say no, when you walk away from that thing, it's very likely that your partner will also follow you. That if they are doing something wrong, if they are doing something which they shouldn't be doing at that particular moment, and just because you're walking away, they'll follow you. So you don't have to go into the thing with them in order to support them. You can just walk away and trust they'll follow you, trust that they'll be there. Also, Spirit wants you to know that, again, we're coming back to the space thingy and the codependency thing, which I'm getting major vibes of here in this particular pile, is that you need to give each other a bit of space, because what's happening is that you're losing yourselves, and that is never meant to be. You are never incomplete. Like, I know there is this popular thing media what do you call it, a theory where, like, it is very commercialized that you are half of another person, you're a part of one person, like your soul splits when you're entering this world, and like half of you is here, and that you are never complete till you find your better half, or till you find your other half, and it is when you find your other half, that's when you become complete. Now, let me tell you, like, from what I've experienced in my life and what Spirit wants you to know, is that that is bull and crap. Okay, that is just bull crap. And you don't have to follow that. Okay, that is not the truth. What is the truth is that you're complete. When you're entering this world, you are entering as a soul. You as a soul, you as a person, you are already complete, and everything which you need, everything which you need to fulfill yourself is within you. Okay, the idea of having another person, the idea of having another partner, is not so that we can spend all our waking hour with them hoping that they'll complete us. No, 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 that's not how it works. The idea of a partner is that they help you elevate, they help you become a better person, they help you they help you move forward in life. But it's not like that you are not able to, or you shouldn't be able to move forward in life just because they're not there. Okay, because you as a soul, you are complete, you are whole, you're not part of anyone. Okay, you there's another person, and that person is helping you. That soul has chosen to be with you in this lifetime, and that is great. Okay, that's a blessing, but it should not be taken as a obligation, or it should not be taken as a burden, like, I need to complete that person. Or you don't need to be addicted to that person, because addiction, whether that's love addiction, addiction to a thing or a person, is never correct, it's never true, it's not. It Addiction arises when there is some sort of thing which is lacking within us. Okay, when we are trying to fill certain holes, that's when addiction rises arises, that's when addiction appears, that's when addiction happens. So addiction to a thing, addiction to a person is never the right thing. Okay, but Spirit is telling you, one message which I'm getting is that that person who you are seeing right now is the person for you. Okay, that person is the one for you. And I know you are afraid, maybe you are scared of losing that person, or your partner is scared of losing you, because they know they have found the one. Okay, and obviously you don't want to lose the one. But what Spirit wants you to know, that you won't be losing your one, you're the one, just because you're walking away. That's not going to happen. The person is always going to be with you. That person has chosen, that soul has chosen to be with you in this lifetime. So that soul is not going to walk away from you. That soul is going to be here. So you don't have to be on each other and with each other like all the time. You also need to branch out and do other things, and do things for yourself, spend time with your own family and your own friends, and not forget them entirely just because you have found the one. It's great that you have found the one, and Spirit is so happy for you that you have found the one. Spirit is literally rejoicing right now, but Spirit wants you to put some space between the two of you. And now I've droned on for forever, but yeah, here are the images. So pretty, right? I love, and as you can see, there is this theme which is going on here, and oh my god. Okay, so I didn't realize this before I turned this card aside, but as you can see, there are two persons here, and they are so entwined with each other. They're so into each other, and so that is the energy which I'm getting. And obviously there is this power card which came out, that you have power, you also have power in the situation. Okay, you don't have to do something just because your partner is doing something. Focus. Hello. Oops, sorry, I was just trying to focus on my viewfinder. Yeah, so this. But again, the two people are so entwined. Okay, the people are so entwined and so into each other. And here, the person is alone. So what Spirit is telling you is that this is great, but you also need to put some space between the two of you. Okay, because when you grow as a person, when you grow as a soul, your partner also grows. And if you are not never letting any space between the two of you, none of you grow. Okay. Okay, so let me just adjust this a bit and put this a bit up so that you can see it while I get the rest of your cards. So now I have 3 tarot cards for you. You have the Six of Wands reversed, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. So what this is telling me is that, okay, what this is telling me is that what I'm noticing here is that the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Okay, so as you can see in the Ten of Pentacles, there is this woman who looks amazing, who looks bold and beautiful and powerful. She is sitting on this tree, and she is sitting with her animal spirits, with her spirit animals, and she is so prosperous. Like, the Ten of Pentacles is the card of prosperity, the Ten of Pentacles is the card of abundance, is the card of having it all together. Okay, yeah, the King of Pentacles is the highest court card. The King of Pentacles is the highest person, is the highest card of the suit of passion. So yeah, what you guys do have is the Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance. There's a lot of abundance around you, and there's a lot of prosperity around you, and it's because you have that person with you. Okay, and again, this person, he has dreams. Okay, the King of Wands, he has his own dreams, and he has his own visions, and he has his own conquest which he wants to do. Now the thing is, there is something stopping the success and the abundance from flowing into your life. The Six of Wands is a card of success, of the card of recognition. Okay, so I feel like there is something which is blocking the recognition, the growth, the success. And that is again coming down to these two cards. Okay, because as you can see, the female here and the male here, they are both single, and it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a male and female kind of a relationship. Like, the female here represents the divine feminine, the feminine aspect, the feminine person in the relationship, and this guy here represents the masculine person in the relationship. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean the she and the he, but when I'm saying the she or the he, it means the feminine in the relationship and the masculine in the relationship, the masculine element in the relation, the masculine person in the relationship. Okay, so as you can see, she is prosperous and he is successful. Okay, but there is something which is stopping from the two of this from coming together in the success card. And that I think that I'm feeling is again coming down to that message here, which was that you need to spend some time alone and focus on your own growth and focus on your own things. Because when you're too focused on each other, you forget your own goals, and each of you have different things which you are bringing into your relationship. One person is bringing stability, the other person is bringing the fire, the passion. Okay, because this is the earth element, this is the fire element, and they're meant to come together. Like these two are meant to come together, but they're not coming together in the best possible way right now, because the way things are going, like the relationship, the way it's headed, it is going to take a bit of time for those two elements to come together. I'll just pull another card to see what is causing the blockage, what is causing the blockage here in this scenario, because I feel like there's something which is blocking the two of these from coming together. And obviously the Six of Wands, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so yeah, there needs to be that clarity. And as, like, look how similar are the images in these two cards. There is this there's this person, there is the Queen of Swords here, and there is this queen here, and there are flowers around, and her wings also look like flowers, and all the colors are also kind of similar. And then there are the butterflies, there are the butterflies here, which speaks about transformation. So transformation can only happen when you let go of the fear of losing each other, when you let go of the fear of losing each other and embrace each other as you are. Because you're not going to lose the other person. Okay, the person is always going to be there. So you don't have to operate from a point of fear. Okay, because I feel like that maybe that is what is causing this block here. But I'm going to pull another card which came out. Yes, the King of Cups. So that the King of Cups is the highest card in the suit of the cups, which deals with emotions and love and feelings and all nice things. Okay, but that also came out reverse, because again, this is not flowing the way it is meant to flow. The passion and the emotions are not flowing the way it is meant to flow. And what is blocking and how you can rectify this thing is the Queen of Swords, by letting go of the fears, by letting go of what is holding you back, and why you are so clinging, why you are so clinging to each other. Maybe you had a past, maybe in your past relationship you had a lot of heartbreak. Okay, or maybe heartbreak in the past, or things didn't work out, or maybe there is some abandonment issues, which is what is causing this fear to stem up, which is why you guys are always together, because you both are afraid of losing each other. But what spirit wants you to know is that you guys are not going to lose each other. You are not going to lose each other. You need to let go of that fear. That healing has to be done, and a new way has to be found, because the Three of Wands is a new way, because you guys are meant to go on this journey together, where you're sharing your space and you're sharing your time. But again, you're not oversharing it, because the Six of Pentacles is sharing in a very balanced manner, as you can see this, right? This person here is holding the scales, which talks about balance. Like, you're sharing only what as much is required. You're not oversharing, and you're not sharing everything. You're only sharing certain things, because as you can see, this person here is giving this coins to this person here, but this person here is again sitting and there and begging for some coins. Okay, so it's not about sharing everything, it's about sharing certain things, and you guys have to go on this journey together. Maybe you can also seek, I mean, I don't think it's necessary, but I feel like what you guys really need to do is talk to each other and find out, establish some boundaries, and say that yes, I love you, and I know you love me, and I'm going to choose to trust you. I'm going to choose to have faith in you, and with that, what is going to happen is that the fears are going to fall away. The Nine of Swords represents that. The Nine of Swords depicts that. Okay, whatever fears, whatever worries which you have in the middle of the night, maybe you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, oh my god, that person is cheating on me. Oh my god, like maybe you're dreaming that your other person, significant other, or your other person, your partner is having another relationship, or seeing other persons behind your back. Okay, but what spirit wants you to do no is that when you stand your ground and you allow some space between the two of you, okay, when you find that new way, when you find that trust and that faith in the relationship, when you know that how much to share and what not to share, all the swords, all the worries and all the fears are going to fall away, and the relationship is going to transform and become something new and much more beautiful. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so there are parts of you which is hidden. Okay, maybe there are certain things which the world doesn't know yet. Interesting, but why did this come out? Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Do not hide behind this relationship. Do not hide behind this other person. Okay, do not be blended in this relationship. Do not become one in this relationship. Like, it's great that you guys have found each other, and it's great that you have found each other, but what you need to do is stand your ground and show the world the real you, who you really are, what you really want, what you stand for, and take your stand and take your action and go about, like, show the world the real you. You have to stand up in your own light, and you have to let the world see. Do not hide behind in this relationship. Do not hide behind this person. Stand up in your own authenticity. Stand up in your own power. And when that happens, when this relationship is going to become much more stronger, because what I see happening is that the two of you are going to grow together. The two of you are meant to grow together into two beautiful persons, like people who complete each other, people who make each other whole. But again, as I said, you guys are already complete, but you are going to grow so much, and when one person grows in the relationship, the other person is also forced to grow. So do yourself some favor, do your partner some favor, and show the world the real you. Do not hide in the relationship. Do not hide behind this relationship. Do not be consumed by the relationship. You have to be independent. You have to show, you have to stand up for what you believe in. You have to stand up for what you stand for. Okay, show the world the real you. You have to let your voice out. Do not be lost in the relationship. Cancer, clear and release. Again, what did I say? Okay, it's about holding the fears. It's about holding the fears, or like not holding the fears. It's about releasing the fears. Cancel what you don't need, clear out what you don't need, and release those things. Okay, all the toxic behaviors, all the toxic patterns which you might see in you, which you might, or you, which you might see in your partner, you need to focus on that. You need to cancel and clear that out, and you need to release that, because when that happens, as I said, the two of you are going to become so much closer, and the two of you are going to come so much closer. Okay, so yeah, that was it for the for your reading, for the love message. It is a great message. I'm so glad. I love that you have found the one for you. But again, do not be lost in the relationship. Let yourself be seen. Okay, so yeah, if you like this video, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below. Again, thank you so very much for watching. Do subscribe if you would like to support me, and hopefully I'll see you the next time. Bye. Hello my pile 2, and welcome to your reading. So if you pick this pile, if you pick this card, or if you pick this crystal, then you have the turquoise crystal as your assigned crystal for the pile, for your pile. So the turquoise, as you can see, it has a very bluish green color, and it stands for the throat chakra. This is a stone crystal for your throat chakra. So this coming up in your reading means that there is something to do with the communication. Okay, so maybe you're in a relationship where there needs to be a bit more of communication, where you need to communicate more honestly with your partner about your fears, about your insecurities and all those things. And with those, like with express, when you express those things, healing will happen, because when you let your fears out, healing takes place. Only when the negativity can go out, only when the fear can go out, can healing happen. And turquoise is going to help you with that. Turquoise is going to help you with the communication, and it's going to help you open up your throat chakra. So if you like working with crystals, this is a very interesting, this is a very apt crystal, and this is a crystal which you can try to work with if you want to work with crystals. If not, that's fine. But since this came up in your reading, I just wanted to add this additional information before we begin the rest of the reading. So I'm going to put your crystal here so that you can see it for the entirety of your reading. Yeah. Okay, so you got this beautiful, beautiful card, and at first glance, I see this heart, and there is this fire around the heart. So I would say this signifies growth. There's also this green energy, so a lot of healing energy which is coming in, and also this fire, so cleansing is also happening. So I would say this is a great start. Okay, so this card says transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Oh, isn't this lovely? This is great. Okay, so I guess I feel like you are like from this card which you chose or which came up for your reading. So it seems that you are in a relationship, or maybe you're seeing someone on the side. Not on the side. Like maybe you're seeing someone. Maybe it's someone who you are not so sure about. Okay, just a minute. There is a bug. Okay, sorry, there was a mosquito. Anyway, so oh, I mean, okay, I just got the goosebumps because a mosquito was just biting me. So, which means that there was some sort of discomfort, there was some sort of pain which was there. So, I feel like maybe you have been through a heartache, you have been through a heartbreak kind of a situation or something, and you have been hurt in the past. So, maybe that's why you're afraid to open up, you're afraid to open up and express your fears and your insecurities and your, yeah, doubts with your person, or maybe you're just afraid that the person you're in a relationship with is going to bolt. So wow. Okay, so what spirit is telling me is that you have to open up, you have to look your fear in the face, you have to address your fear, you have to acknowledge your fear, you have to acknowledge what is biting you. Because if you don't, if you just try to ignore it, it's just going to keep on biting you, it is just going to keep on annoying you. And sorry about the neighbors dogs, I mean, they're just going crazy. But well, it's night when I'm recording this, and it's about 12 a.m. And I was just called to record the readings now. Well, I guess, I mean, like, I could stop for a while, but I don't know if the dogs are going to stop barking at this hour. You know how they are at this time. Anyway, coming back to your reading. So, what I was saying is that um, the mosquito, if I don't act upon it, it would keep on biting me. Okay, so similarly, whatever is hurting you, whatever is causing you pain, if you don't address that thing, that thing is going to be there. You cannot ignore that thing into oblivion, you cannot ignore this thing to just go away. Okay, you can't ignore that thing and hope that it goes away, because it's not going to go away. It can only come when you express it, when you let it out. And maybe that is why you got the turquoise as your crystal for your pile. Whatever pain which you're in, whatever hurt which you're in, you need to express that. Whatever fears you're holding in regards to relationship or partnership, you have to address those fears, because a lot of those fears, I feel like they can stem from your childhood. They can stem from your childhood. Maybe there are some deep wounds, or maybe your adolescence or your teenage years or preteen years, when you have probably had your first relationship, and you know how those first loves are. And but I just feel like there was a relationship in your past which may have left you hurt deeply, which may have hurt you very deeply, or even if it was not, there's just something in your past, there is some sort of thing which triggers you, and which is why you're not able to open your heart completely. Okay, wow. Which is why you're not able to open your heart completely and express your feelings and express or even feel the feelings or even feel the love which is flowing towards you, because there is that blockage, there is that thing which is there, which is coming up from your past and which is stopping you from feeling and expressing. And it's just all those pains and hardships or just fears and even traumas. I'm getting the message that it could even be traumas for some of you. So yeah, okay, this is deep. Okay, so I'm sorry, like I felt a bit rush, a wave of, I just had a like this wave of pain wash over me. So what I feel is that you guys are hurting, okay? And or even if you feel like you're not hurting, there is some pain which is there in your heart, which is stopping you from feeling, which is stopping you from being, and which is stopping you from expressing your full self, your authentic self in this relationship. You're not able to be the person who you are and who you would love to be, just because of those past experiences, those past triggers and everything. And what spirit wants to tell you is that love conquers and transforms all things, which is amazing. Okay, your relationship with each other is about to deepen, so that is amazing. A transformation is going to happen. So I have two more heart cards for you guys, so let me just pull those up. So you have, this is your next card, and it says embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. Oh guys, what was I telling you? This is beautiful. And this is your third card. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. Yeah. It says sexual union. Honor the place in each other where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, things are just becoming clearer. So as I was saying, there is that pain, there is that hurt which is coming up from your past, or maybe which is why you're not able to open yourself completely. Let yourself be truly seen, let yourself be truly felt. It could be that, it's like even when you are uniting sexually with your partner, you need the lights to be off, because you're afraid that your partner is going to see you and they're going to judge your body and they're going to judge how you appear and all those things. And this is just an example. Like obviously there can be multitude of things, or there could even be a block in actually performing the act because of some fears, because of some traumas which stem from your past. Okay, so what this says is that, like, obviously, first of all, I would like to give a message. Like, I would like to really address this issue. Like, if there is some issue which is, there is some traumatic event which happened in your past, first of all, I want you to know that that was not your fault. Okay, I know like victimization is a big thing in our society, but again, you should not let society dictate that, impose that on you, because it was not your fault. You were a victim. Whatever you went through, you didn't deserve to go through that. Okay, you didn't deserve, it was not your fault. You didn't cause that somehow. Okay, you are not the person at fault. And whatever or whoever wronged you in whichever way, they are the person who were in the wrong. Okay, and if there's some traumas which you're still dealing with, speaking to a therapist can really help. Speaking to a trauma therapist, there are trauma therapists and they can really help with such situations and help you recover from those parts of yourself. Okay, so that you can be with each other in a more and also it's so that you can just heal, because with expression healing happens. That's what I was saying about this crystal when I first started this reading, right? That's the message which came through, that you need to express, you need to let your fears be known by your partner or by a therapist, even if you're not in a relationship, okay? Even if you're not in a relationship, you really need to express your feelings, you really need to express your fears, and whether to a partner or to a therapist. But honestly, like, seeking the help of a certified therapist can be really really helpful. So I definitely recommend that, like, big time, because they're trained for that, they know how to deal with those issues. Sometimes our partners can see something which is insensitive because they're not trained for that. And I'm not saying it is their fault or it is their mistake or they're at fault because of that, because they were not trained for that. So it's okay, they can make those mistakes. But a therapist knows how you can heal better. So that is just a suggestion, and I just wanted to give you this message which was coming through from the spirit. Okay, so honor the place in each other where you are an eternal soul, for there you'll find true bliss. It's really saying that you need to, and it's not just about performing the act, okay? It's about being with your partner in such a way so that you can feel each other's soul, you can feel each other, like when you embrace, you should not just be embracing the bodies. The embracing should be happening between the souls. You should be embracing the souls, and like embrace with the feeling that you're not just embracing a body, you're embracing a soul. A soul is coming in touch with you, another soul. And when it is coming in touch with you, when it is coming in contact with your soul, you guys are becoming one. You and your partner, you're becoming one. Okay, so embrace through each other, you find the missing pieces. So whatever you feel is missing, or whatever you're not able to find within you, or whatever pieces in you are missing, like whichever parts of you require therapy, you really need to put those things out. To when you express those things to your partner, you can really find, you can really find that healing is actually happening. Healing takes place when you express, and through each other you find the missing pieces, you help each other fill those missing pieces, you help each other heal, and you help each other become more whole. And not by uniting together, but by making the other person feel like they're whole, because they are whole. When you acknowledge your partner, when you see them as they are, and when you accept them as they are, and when you get that acceptance in return, you will feel whole. Your soul feels whole. There is no shame, there is no re- hesitance, there is nothing, there is just acceptance. And when you find that sort of relationship, that is the sort of relationship which you should be hanging on to. Okay, and that is a message which was coming strong for you, that through union, when you unite truly in a way which is not just union of the bodies, that is a union of the soul, you heal each other, you come together as two souls, and you fill each other's holes, and you make the other person grow, and you help the other person grow. And when that happens, the relationship transforms, you both transform, the relationship transform, it grows, and the love conquers and transforms everything. So when that happens, your love also grows and your love also deepens. So whichever person is in your life right now who is playing that role, that person is a very significant person in your life. Hold them close, do not let them go. Okay, so that was, I love how beautiful the images of your cards are. Like, it's beautiful. And this card which came out, it is a amalgamation of both these cards. Just love that. Now I also do have a few tarot cards for you. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Lovers. Oh guys, you have the Lovers. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so what the Lovers is telling you, the Lover showing up for your reading is so significant, because it talks about how significant this relationship is, how pure this relationship is. Okay, Like, this relationship is a very crucial relationship in your life. They could even be the one. Okay, if you have that person in your life, hold on to them close, because they came to this world, and you have soul contracts going on with that person, and you are going to help each other grow in this lifetime. You have that sort of relationship. Because if you look at how, like, they have these two ribbons which are coming out from their dresses or somewhere, and these two doves, these two lovebirds are pulling them, and it is helping them grow. It is lifting them up. Okay, it is not letting. So when you find the true love, it lifts you up. It does not drag you down. Wow, that is amazing. I'm so happy for you guys. Okay, Three of Swords. So again, as I said, this is about that past wound, that hurt, that trauma which happened in your past. And Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this means that there's a lack of acknowledgement of the thing which you need to work upon, the things which are left unsaid, the things which you know are there and your partner feels are there. You need to express them, because the two of you need to work together at it. Only then the healing can happen, because the two of you are a team. You're not meant to work alone through this. You cannot work alone through this. You grow by helping each other grow, and when you open up to your partner, you find that sort of acceptance, and that helps you heal, that helps you grow, and that makes your relationship grow. It's a beautiful, beautiful relationship. You have the Nine of Cups reversed. Amazing. You have the Six of Cups reversed and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is a card of abundance. It's a card of wealth. It's a card of having all that you need and could need, and having that land upon you, having prosperity around you, having everything in balance around you. So this is what you have with you right now. This is what you get, but you're not feeling it right now because of all these past wounds which came up. Okay, so of course the Six of Cups is a card of reminiscence. Is a card of childhood, and so with this reverse, it kind of feels like this again speaks to the childhood traumas which came up in your reading. Because if you look at it from this angle, it looks like this kid has passed on this cup to this adult here, right? Like, when you look at it upright, it looks like this person is passing on the cup to this person, but when you look at it reversed, it looks like this person has passed the cup to this person, and this cup reversed, it holds on the pain, holds all the heartaches and the traumas and the rejections of the past, and this is something which you are bringing from your childhood. Okay, and so this thing needs healing. This thing is there. It is going to be there unless you address this thing, unless this thing is addressed. So this thing needs to be worked at, because what's happening here is that our wishes are not being fulfilled. Like, wishes are being fulfilled. Okay, you are filled with such tremendous wealth and prosperity right now, but you might not be able to feel that, you might not be able to see that. Maybe all your plans are not going through, and that's because this healing has not been done. This healing needs to be done. This wounds needs to be healed and filled. Like, there are these gaps with in your heart, and there are these gaps here, and they need to be healed, they need to be addressed, they need to be filled, right? Because otherwise the abundance, the bliss, the prosperity which is coming to you is again flowing out through the cracks. So how do you do that? You do that by filling in those holes, by seeking therapy, by I'm sorry okay, by seeking therapy, by sorry so how do you feel this? By seeking therapy, by looking into the parts of yourself which needs healing, and addressing those parts of yourself which actually needs the healing, and not ignoring them. And when you heal those parts, you can feel this prosperity, you can feel the abundance, which you can feel the bliss which you have. And this relationship, this person which you have around you, is going to help you feel all those things, fill all those holes, and help you with all the traumas which are there in your life. Okay, so we have a new card, another oracle card for you, and it says step out of your comfort zone, north node. So again, the north node is about our direction, about our life purpose, the direction we are meant to go forward in. And it clearly says step out of your comfort zone. So step out of what you no longer need, step out of what you're used to. Just because you're used to a certain way of life doesn't mean that you need to continue being in that particular way of life, living your life in that very way. You need to step out of your comfort zone, addressing the fears, addressing the traumas, going head on into a particular situation, into a particular scenario or a thing. It can be painful, it can be scary, like going solo, going like going after what your desires, going after your what you think your purposes. The things can be scary. Going towards your north node can be scary, but at the same time, if you don't step out of your comfort zone, if you don't address those fears, they just stay in your life, they don't go away. The fears don't melt away just because you are afraid of stepping up. Right now is the time for you to step out of your comfort zone, address those fears, to help, seek help, take the help of your partner, take the help of a therapist, take their help. And even if you're single and not ready to mingle, happily single, then there are people around you who can help you with this. There are therapists around you who can help you with this. So really seek help and step out of your comfort zone, because you're meant to go towards your true node. You're meant to go towards your north node. You cannot stay stuck in this particular place forever. You need to progress, you need to move forward. And we have the final card for you, which says listen deeply. Oh my god, wow. Okay, I got the chills. Kind of. Look how similar these two cards are, right? So you need to listen deeply to your partner as well. If your partner is not opening up about certain things, you need to listen deeply so that you're hearing exactly, you're getting their cries for help. If you feel that there is some sort of hindrance, there is some sort of boundary between which is keeping the two of you apart, and that is coming from your partner and not you, which I was thinking was the case up until this point, listen deeply. Because usually when there is some sort of gap, when there is some sort of distance, there is some sort of block, it's all for a reason. Okay, and when you listen deeply, when you listen to the vibration of their heart, and when you listen to their vibrations, you'll be able to understand, and you'll be able to hear what their cry for help and what they're actually trying to say. Okay, and this goes for your partner as well. Like, I feel like the both of you need to listen to each other very deeply. Maybe communication is happening, but not effective communication is not happening. So you also need to listen, and when you listen, by the law of karma, your partner will also listen to you. Your partner will also be able to listen to your cries of help. So keep an eye out, keep an ear out, listen to each other deeply, pay attention to each other. And when you acknowledge each other, when you give each other the acceptance, when you give each other that love, which I'm sure you do, and your partner does, when you listen to each other deeply, even when things are not expressed, you'll be able to hear those things, hear those vibrations which are causing the break, which are causing the disturbance, or which needs to be healed. Okay, so yeah, that was it for your reading. If you like this video, to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, let me know that you enjoyed this video, and do let me know what sort of videos you would like to see in this channel in the future. And please do subscribe if you feel called to do so. That really helps my channel grow and helps YouTube figure out and put my video forward to more people. But thank you for watching. Hello my group 3, and welcome to your reading. So if you choose this card, Or if you choose this crystal, then you have the tiger's eye as your the crystal assigned to your group. The tiger's eye stands for courage, it stands for prosperity, it attracts prosperity and abundance, and it attracts courage. Like this stone, this crystal helps boost courage, boost self-confidence in a person, in the wearer, and it helps people stand up for their own self and be more active and productive. And it also activates the root chakra. It brings more abundance and prosperity that way. So, and I'm going to keep the crystal here so that you can see it for the entirety of the reading. Okay, so you chose this card, and this is really, really beautiful. It really looks like deep healing is happening, deep healing is taking place. Like the light is coming onto her from this side, and all the negative, the dark energies are going out from here. Okay, like the dark energies, the diseased energies, whatever was like the dark energy. I don't know how to describe it. The diseased energies, the negativity, the negative, the things which were holding her down, the energy is coming out. The divine energy is coming into her, and that is coming into her chakras, because if you can see, this is activating her forehead chakra, this is activated her ajna chakra or agna chakra. This is activating her throat chakra, heart chakra. It is also going into her solar plexus chakra, navel chakra, sex chakra, and all these chakras are being activated by the all the divine energy which is flowing into this person's life. And with that, all the shadows, all the darkness, all the things which were holding her back, they're going out of her life. So a deep healing is happening to you right now. A lot of divine energy is flowing into you. Maybe you are doing a lot of practices. Maybe you're trying to increase your spirituality. Maybe you are working on your spirituality. Maybe you're meditating, maybe even exercising. Like if you have started exercise regime, if you have joined the gym and you're exercising on a regular basis, which means a purification is happening within you. A purification is happening within you right now, and more divine energy is flowing into you, and all the diseased energies, the things of the past, the things, the fears, the whatever was holding you back, all the things are being eliminated by the divine energy. Okay, a message for you. Interesting. And I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh, okay. I'm going to pull the other cards just to see what's the message which is coming from your angels, from your angel guides. Okay. So we have three more cards. So I didn't realize that while I was like for all the other piles, I only pulled two extra cards, two more cards from this particular deck, but somehow three came into your pile. So we're going to read them all. Wow, this is powerful. Like as you can see, there are two persons here and they are both lighting each other up. So again, great message from the love angle. Like, okay, we'll come to that, but first we'll take a look at the pictures. And this card says, beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are the qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Interesting. Then you have this card. Again, there's a focus on the heart, and I'm really getting a feeling of like the stems here are droopy, but the stems here are upright. They're going up. So I feel like again a healing is happening. The pain which was in our heart is going out and healing is happening. Now let's see what the messages say. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And love that. Oh, this is such a, I don't know, this just speaks to me about healing, because as you can see, there are these wings which look like angel wings, and they're green in color, which signifies the heart chakra, which signifies healing. And this person is resting here, so it's a very force swords energy. If you're familiar with the tarot, you will know which card I'm talking about. And but yeah, this is a card of resting. It's a card of being healed. So as I was saying, like from the very first card, the message, one of the most very prominent message which I was getting for you, is that a deep healing is happening in your life right now. A transformation is happening, and I feel like you're the person who is transforming yourself. I know, like, this talks about another person, and maybe that will come up in the reading. And even if there is another person, I feel like you are taking very active role. Even with the tiger's eye, you're taking a very active role in healing yourself. And I'm getting really the message of self love from this particular pile. Like, for all the piles which I did up until now, like the first and the second, they had their own very own message. But for you, I'm really getting the message of self love and healing yourself through self love. Okay, you're not healing yourself, another person is not healing yourself. You're actively working on your own healing, and that is great. You have taken the active role of healing yourself. Love that. Love that. Okay, so this says it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Again, as I was saying, I'm so glad that finally I'm able to connect with those cards. So a little bit of a side story, and I didn't say this to the other piles, but I just felt called to share the story with you. Was that I was doing an unboxing video for this cards, or this oracle cards, yesterday, and my first impressions was that the messages do not relate. Okay, whatever I was getting from the card and whatever the messages I was reading on the back, they were not matching. But today, I came back to them. I got the cards because I wanted to do this reading. I was called to get the cards for that. So, but as I was saying, but today, when I am doing the reading, as you can see, like, I'm able to connect with the cards. And I thought that the messages don't mash up, but they actually match great. Okay, maybe I was a bit too soon to judge. And if you would like to see that video, I'll put a link to my other channel. It's going up on my other channel on the Valentine's Day, because, well, lovers oracle, right? So yeah, I'll put a link to my personal channel to share if you'd like to follow my personal journey through tarot and everything. Now, getting back into your reading, sorry about the side story, but the reason I'm sharing this with you is also significant, because the reason I'm being called to share this with you is that sometimes we all make mistakes. Okay, sometimes we are too hasty. We judge too soon. We judge certain things, judge certain people, judge certain situations too soon. We think that we all make those mistakes, and that's okay. The message here is that's okay. Even if you made a mistake, even if you judge too soon, if you're too hasty to judge, that's okay. We are all learning, we are all evolving, we're all evolving as a soul, we are all evolving as a person. So even if you make mistake, what really needs to be done is forgiveness. There needs to be a forgiveness of the self. Okay, you need to forgive yourself for the mistakes. Like, don't what's the word? I forgot the word. Okay, what's the word? Like, don't yeah, don't be too hard on yourself just because you made some mistake. You judged wrong, you made some mistake, you had to go through some loss or whatever, you had to go through some hard time because of that. That is okay. We all learn from our mistakes, and without mistakes you would never learn. So that is okay. Embrace your mistakes, because they make you who you are. They're also part of you. They're also part of you. They make you who you are. And okay, Beware of what you're projecting for the qualities you admire and not the other qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So what you're projecting is also being projected back to you, is also coming back to you. Like there is this thing about the vibration, there is this thing about manifestation, the vibrations. The universe sends back to us what we are vibrating to the universe. So if we are constantly being too hard on ourselves, then people who are coming into our life will be too hard on ourselves, like on us. So you need to be kinder to yourself, you need to be more accepting of yourself, and you need to hold more love for yourself. Because when you do that, when you have acceptance, when you forgive yourself, a person who is very gentle and who is very loving of you is also going to come into your life. Okay, you're not going to get those hard people who are always judging you harshly and who are judging you critically. Because as you said, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So maybe we don't like when others judge us, maybe we don't like when others are coming to certain conclusions about us, because that's not who we are, that's not what defines us, that's not what we are here to do. Okay, but they are also a reflection of ourselves. If someone is judging us, it's because we're also judging ourselves. The world is reflecting, the world is working as a mirror, the world is reflecting to you what you are reflecting onto yourself. Okay, the world is just sending that reflection back to you. Wow. Okay, this reading went on a completely different tangent than I was expecting it to, but yeah. All right, so beware of what you're projecting. Coming to this, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities of your life. So, as I was saying, like I feel like you're taking very active part in creating that healing, in healing yourself, becoming more whole yourself. Maybe you're going through a lot of spiritual practices, maybe you are evolving right now, you're in the step of evolution, and you're evolving spiritually, emotionally, physically, in all the aspects. So do this as a form of exercise, do this as a form of meditation. Okay, you can do this as a form of meditation. So just sit somewhere quietly, find a quiet place and sit there, and um, you can visualize. Okay, just sit down, find your safe space, find a space where you feel very cozy and very safe, and imagine yourself being surrounded by white light. Imagine yourself being covered by this white light, and there being a circle all around you, and that white light has just wrapped you up in this cocoon of sorts, and that you are in the circle of pure bright white light, and that is purifying your body, your mind, your thoughts, and your emotions. It is taking all the unwanted energies, it is disintegrating all the unwanted energies from your life, it is disintegrating, it is dissolving all the unwanted thoughts from your reality. It is dissolving all the unwanted thoughts into light, and with that, there is room is being created. Okay, there is space now, with all the negative feelings, emotions, and the vibrations being dissolved. There is now this new space, there is now this new room for new opportunities and new possibilities to come into your life. There is now a new space, there is space for new opportunities, for new feelings, for new emotions, which are much brighter, which are divine opportunities, and they are coming into your life because there's space for them to come into your life. Okay, and alternatively, I mean, like, additionally, what you can do, excuse my neighbor's dogs. Like, it's midnight when I'm filming this, because I was called to film this video at midnight, so here I am. But excuse my neighbor's dogs, like, they become wolves at night, right? You know that. Okay, but what I'm saying is that healing is happening, and with that, I love that. I love this for you. Okay. Okay, I lost my track of thought. I lost my chain of thought. Where was I? I don't know. I lost my chain of thought. I'm so sorry. Okay, but if some message didn't come through, it was not meant for you at this particular moment. Maybe it will come to you later. Maybe not. That message was just not meant for you if that stopped. Anyway, so as I was saying, which I think was I was saying, is that divine energy is flowing into your life right now, and I see that you are taking very active role in healing yourself, and that is amazing. And spirit is so proud of you. Spirit is so happy for you that you are taking this active role of healing yourself. And when you do this exercise, which we just did together, you will find that your aura has been cleansed. And with that, new opportunities and possibilities also coming to your life. Yeah, I got my chain of thought back. Yes. So, what I was saying is that alternatively, what you can also do is clean your surroundings, clean your space a bit so that if there are things which are no longer needed, like if there is junk around, if there is if there is just stuff around which you no longer need energetically, physically, remove those things, because when you do that, there becomes that space for new things to come in. Like oftentimes I what I do is that I clean my wardrobe and I remove all the clothes which I no longer wear, which no longer represent me, and only then I find that there is the space for new clothes to come into my wardrobe, to come into my life. Okay, so that was just a small message on the side. Now, this card says that it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone and stop placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. As I said, like this feels like a very self-help kind of a pile. So if you're here, I feel like this is about self-love. Okay, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with love. I love you. So there's a message which you can give yourself. Okay, you can affirm that to yourself, that I love you. I love you. I love you. And you affirm that to yourself. It helps that healing happen faster. It helps that healing take place faster and more readily and easily in your life. Okay, I have more cards for you. So again, we have the Two of Swords and reversed. We have the King of Swords and we have the Emperor. Oh, I love it. Like, what was I saying? Like, this feels, as I said, like, this feels like a very self help kind of a group. Okay, with the Two of Swords being reversed, this is great because it means that the Two of Swords represents that there are some thoughts, there are these ideas which are in conflict with each other. Okay, there are these things which you can't make your mind of, and maybe there are just these situations which you don't like, and that's why you have blindfolded yourself. You're choosing to wear this blindfold so that you don't have to acknowledge those things, so that you don't have to see the things which you don't like. Okay, and you're just pretending that if you don't see them, maybe they will cease to exist in your reality. But with the Two of Swords reverse, it's great because it means that the blindfold is coming off and you are finally seeing the things which are actually causing you harm, which actually hurt you in the past. And with that, that is great. Okay, that is great energy. And then you have the King of Swords, so which again affirms that you have started seeing the things which you are trying to ignore, which you had closed your eyes to, and you're acknowledging those things because you got the King of Swords. Now you are in control. Okay, as you can see, there are these two ravens here and they are just flying haphazardly, and she is in a very defensive pose. But with that reversed, now she is no longer in a defensive pose. The blindfold is coming off, and so the swords will also fall off. And with that, what happens is that you're able to see the ravens as you are, and you're able to take control. You're able to take control of your thoughts, and you're able to take control of your mind because, as I said, you're actively working on your own healing. And you got the Emperor card, which is amazing because the Emperor stands for obviously the king, the ruler, the divine masculine. Okay, this is the this is the energy of the doer, the energy of the go-getter. This person doesn't wait, this person aims, this person plans and this person goes and achieves those things. So with the emperor showing up for you, it again affirms about that self-love message which I was getting, that you are standing in your own authenticity, you're standing in your own power, and you are taking charge of your own life now. You're like, I'm done. You have decided that you're done with the things whichever was holding you back. You are done with those things, and now you're ready to take action. Now you're ready to take power, take control of your life. And I love that two kings came up for you. Like the emperor is the emperor, he is the divine masculine, he is the ruler. Okay, so you are taking charge of your life, you have taken control of your life, and that is amazing. And spirit is giving you high five and spirit is giving you a thumbs up. And with the king of sword, it just affirms that you have started taking control of your mind. You know the way you want your mind to go, you know what you want to go after and what you don't want to go after. Again, as I said, very self-love feeling. Oh, and you have an extra moon card again. Like, what is with your pile? Like, I was just doing three cards each from these two decks, and then again you have two another extra card here. Anyway, since it showed up for you, we are going to read for you. You have the moon card, and again the moon card talks about fears. It talks about fears, and it talks about the things which are in our subconscious which hold us back, and the things which hold us back, the opinion of the society, what others say about us, the way others expect us to be. But with the moon being full here, and she looks so very much in charge, like she is very much in control here. And so here I feel like this moon card is about taking control of your fears, taking control of your mind, taking control of your life. Okay, you have finally decided that no, this is not how I'm going to lead my life. This is not my truth. This is not my reality. I'm not going to let my fears define me. I'm not going to let others define me. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. I'm going to stand up for and fight my fears, because the biggest fights which we have to fight are usually with ourselves. So I feel like finally you're standing up and you're acknowledging those fears and those fights which are happening within you, and you're ready to take action against them. You're ready to take action so that you can face your fears and you can be the emperor of your life. Okay. Oh, and growth is happening. As a result of that, growth is happening with the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. The Seven of Pentacles, oh my God, I love this. I love this. I love this. The Seven of Pentacles talks about patience. It talks about growth, which is happening. It's like when you plant a seed, and like this is the best example which always comes to my mind whenever I talk about the Seven of Pentacles, is that whenever you plant a seed, right? You plant a seed, you put all the fertilizer and all the nourishments into the soil, okay, and you water the seed appropriately and everything. You give it sunlight, you give it air, you give it water, you give it all the things which you think it needs. And the thing which you give it is trust. The most valuable thing which you give it is trust. Okay, like even when you don't see the sprouts the very next day, it's not like you start uh, removing all the soil and checking if the seed is growing. No, you give it your faith, you give it your trust, and you give it your faith, basically, that you know that it is growing. You continue watering it, whether you irrespective of whether you are seeing the proof in a day or in 5 days or in 10 days. You nourish that seed, you provide water, you provide sunlight, you provide it with all the things which you think it needs, and you have provided with your faith that it is growing. Okay, and because you provide it with your faith, it grows, and that is the most powerful thing. So what spirit is telling you is that have faith that whatever you're watering, whatever you're working on right now, it is growing. It is growing. Okay, you're providing it with everything which it needs. The most important thing and the most valuable thing which it needs is obviously your faith. So hold the faith in yourself that whatever you're doing is just right, it is just proper. I love this. Okay, I love your pile. Like I am cheering you on. Okay, I am cheering on for you. I am in your team. Then you have the tower reversed again. Love that. So the tower talks about changes, about the sudden changes which can come into our life and the sudden changes which can happen in our life. Okay. But with the tower reverse, it talks about making the changes ourselves. It talks about shaking the tower ourselves. Like when things are too stable, you get bored. You're like, no, I'm done. This is not where I want to end up. Like, this is not where I want to be for the rest of my life. So, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to shake that tower. I'm going to shake that tower and I'm going to jump off the tower and I'm going to make some changes in my life because that's what I want. Okay. I'm not going to wait until the universe pushes me forward. Like, I'm going with the flow, but at the same time I'm making the changes I want in my life because I know that is what I want, that is what I desire, and I'm going after those things. So you're actively making those changes, and that is great. Oh, and with that, the Ace of Pentacles is also coming into your life, and the Ace of Pentacles talks about new opportunities, new growth, and it's basically a new seed. And the seed can grow into anything, into whatever thing which you like. But it also signifies prosperity and abundance. And I love that. I love that for you because this is great. So all the hard work which you're putting into your life right now, it's all going to pay off because you got the Ace of Pentacles. That opportunity, that thing which you're working on, that thing which you're working towards is going to come into your life. And it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for you. Oh, you have the full moon in Virgo. So I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the first card, what my first thought was that it's a very different reading, that you need to stand up and all that. But then once I started doing the reading, I felt like, no, you're already standing up for yourself. And the full moon in Virgo is here to prove that. Okay. Like, you are good enough. You have worked so hard, you have put so much of your effort into this thing, and you are good enough. Keep having that faith in yourself, that whatever work you have put into this thing, you are good enough. Okay. And you have given it all, you have given it all, you have done it all. You are doing the best which you can, and things are going to happen for you just because you have given it so much of your energy, given it so much of your faith, and given it so much of your power, and you're good enough. Oh, I love this for you. What was I saying? Opportunity and change. So new opportunities and changes are also coming into your life. Both of which was represented here in the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities and changes are going to come into your life, and they're going to be amazing because these opportunities are divine. These are opportunities which you have been waiting for and which were not here up until yet, but they're coming into your life. Rest assured, they're coming into your life. So yeah, if you needed affirmation, if you need confirmation that whatever you're working on, that self-love which you're developing, the self-love, that self-confidence which you're working for, it's working. It is working. Okay. So yeah, that was it for your reading. If you did like this video, if you did like this reading, to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let me know, so just so that I get some encouragement to make more videos like this. And do subscribe if you feel called to do so. If this video resonated with you, that really helps my channel grow and helps YouTube figure out what kind of videos to put forward to you the next time, and to like-minded people. Okay, so yeah, that was it for your reading. I hopefully you'll subscribe to this channel, and hopefully I'll see you the next time. Bye, and I'm cheering for you. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. So, if you chose this card or if you chose this crystal, then you have the Hematite crystal, and this is a stone of protection. This is a stone of which protects you, absorbs all the negative energies. This is a stone for absorption. So, you have your angel guides are saying that they are protecting you. Okay, they are very protective of you, and they are protecting you. So you don't have to be afraid. Okay, if you think about, I don't know, like if you have some fears, if you are afraid about certain things, your angel guides are really sending a strong message that they are protecting you. And also additionally, you can use this crystal if crystal is something which you would like to work with, or which you love to work with. Hematite is a crystal which you can work with because this stone provides protection. This crystal provides protection, and yeah, it also balances your energies, and it also grounds you because it's a black stone. So it's a black crystal. So I'm going to put it here so that you can see it for the entirety of your reading. Okay, so you have this beautiful card, and this, let's see what the back of this card says. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Ooh. So I guess like maybe your soulmate is not already here with you. Maybe you are single, or maybe you're looking for maybe you're not ready to mingle, or maybe you're looking for that right person in your life, or maybe you have, or it could be that, yeah, I feel like they're not already there in your life and you're really looking for your significant other. You're really looking for your significant other person, and maybe you're single right now, or maybe you're seeing someone, but you know that they're not the one. Okay, so this card says that your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Like when our soul comes down on this planet from the divine realms, okay, like we all go through soul contracts and stuff, and we make contracts with other souls, the souls which who we would like to work with in this present life. Like this is of course if you believe in reincarnation theory and all that, but if you do believe, then I believe like our soul makes contracts with other souls, and it's already pre-decided in that astral realm who we are going to, which souls we are going to work with, and who is going to be there in our life presently. Okay, so this says here that your soulmate is already with you in spirit because that soul contract has already been made. You have already met your soulmate in spirit. You already know who your soulmate is in spirit. You have to believe that. You have to believe that. Like instead of affirming that there is no soulmate for you, there is no right person for you, and maybe you're meant to die alone, believe that whether that person is in your life physically or not, they are there with you in the astral realms, and they will manifest physically. It's about the law of attraction. Act as if they are with you, and they'll manifest physically. Okay, the next card which we have for you are these two cards. Again, this is very heart chakra centric. You can see all the green energy. The pink energy is so heart centric, and I don't know, I'm feeling expansion from this card. Let's see what this card says. Okay. A bit of nudity on this card. I hope that doesn't bother you. So, secret admirer. Ooh, someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Ooh, this is interesting. Love that. There is also this card, and I'm just covering the nudity not because I have issues with that. It's just so that YouTube does not flag this video and stuff. So there's a bit of reflection which is happening. I feel like she's peering down into the water, but at the same time she's seeing someone, and that person is not her. Maybe she's seeing her soulmate. Like again, I'm getting very this card vibes. Let's see. Emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see clearly, you must let go of resentment. Oh, interesting. Okay, so one thing we can deduce from all the cards here is that number one, your soulmate is already here with you in spirit. They might not be with you in the physical realm, but they're with you in spirit. And maybe you're looking for someone. Maybe you're looking for someone, but you're looking where they are not. Okay, maybe you're looking, what this is saying is that someone in your life already has deeper feelings from you for you than they're letting on. Maybe there is a friend, maybe there is someone who you are working with, maybe there is someone who is already there in your life. There is someone who's already there in your life. There is someone who is already a very important person in your life, and they have feelings for you, but they're not letting you know because they feel that it's wrong, or maybe you won't appreciate that, you won't acknowledge that, you would not like it if you get to know of that. So they're hiding their love for you, but they have deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay, so you have a secret admirer. Your soulmate is very much in your circle. So it's not that they're not with you physically, they're with you physically. You just haven't recognized that person yet. That person is in your life, that person you have worked with, that person you have encountered in your life multiple times, but you're not able to recognize that person because you're looking for, because your idea of a soulmate is very different from who your soulmate actually is. I mean, obviously we all have lists and stuff, but when you let nature, when you let universe do its work, things, magical things can happen. So what spirits are telling you is that you have to be more open, you have to open your mind and open your heart up to who you're, so that you can attract your soulmate into your life, because they are there in your life but they're not able to be in your life because of whatever shields or boundaries you have put around you. And again, this, your perception, okay, there's some resentment which you're holding on to. Okay, maybe this person, oh my god, you know what just came into my mind is that major enemies to lovers trope. If you read books, like, you would know what I'm talking about, but there is this enemies to lovers thing. I mean, everyone knows that. Like, you must have watched movies at some points. Like, there's a very famous, very popular notion. Okay, but it says that emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So, who are you resentful towards? Or maybe you're holding on to some sort of resentment or some grudge or something, but you need to let them go. You need to do some forgiveness, and with that, what will happen is that your aura will clear up, and the secret admirer, your soulmate, will be able to come into your life. And I'm telling you, like, I'm getting this vivid image of when they do, when you recognize them for who they are, because you already know that person. You know that person, and they're a very, you know that person. Maybe they are not that important to you right now, but once you do, once you learn that they are your soulmate and they are the one, you'll be like, oh my god, like, you are the one. Like, I could never have guessed, I could never have known that you're the person I'm meant to end up with. You're the person who I'm supposed to be in such strong terms with. And this this is lovely. Like, when you do, it's going to take you by surprise, because you are not expecting that person to be your soulmate. Oh, lovely. Three of Wands talks about a new journey. So, again, you need to set out on that new journey. You need to change something about your energies here. Okay? You need to change your energies, do some healing work, because when you do, that soulmate can come into your life. The sun. What was I telling you? Like, there has to be some healing work. The sun card always talks to me about inner child healing. So there, whatever resentment you're holding in your heart, it could also stem from your childhood. Like, maybe maybe, like, you have never seen good examples of relationships or relationships succeeding in your life. You have never seen people being in a happy relationship, and that, obviously, so that's what something, that's just a belief which you grew up with, that there is no such thing as a forever love. But what spirit is telling you is that you are meant to experience that sort of love. With the Four of Wands here, you are meant to experience us that sort of forever love. But you can only experience that when you open your heart, when you let your inner child be healed, when you let your inner child feel the things. Like, you cannot hold on to certain ideas, certain notions, and hope that the right things will come to you, because they won't. Things will change when they come to you, when you are looking at things from a different colored lens, right? Like, if you are wearing colored glasses, obviously you will see the world tinted, but that's not the true color of the world. You're just wearing glasses. You just have to remove the glasses, only then you'll be able to see the actual colors of the world. Now, I know we can get more philosophical on this issue, but that's where I'm going to stop now. But what I'm saying here is that you need to set out on this new journey. You need to set out on this new journey of healing your inner child. And when you do, you're going to come across this person. again. Like that person is there in your life, but you're going to come, that person is going to come walk into your life, and you're going to be able to recognize them for who they are. Okay, and when you do, you'll be like, again, as I said, shit, it's you. I could never have guessed. I could never have guessed in my wildest dreams that that's you. Again, Six of Swords talks about the energy which you need to move away from. As you can see, there is this lady with this child, and they are on this boat, and they're being rowed from one place to another. So there is that movement which is happening. Okay, there is this healing which needs to happening, because if you look at this person, it looks like they are in mourning. Okay, it looks like they are sad about something. They're not happy about the movement. They are just going because that is what they know that they need to do. So what you need to do is definitely that move. You need to start working towards that healing. What was I telling you? Okay, Four of Cups reversed. So again, this says that that secret admirer, okay, there is that secret admirer, there is that secret thing which universe has is holding out for you. The universe is like, what you want, what you need is right here, and is holding out. The universe is holding that out for you, but you're not able to see that because you're too focused on the emotions here. So when you feel these cups, when you let go of these cups, and you are able to walk away from these cups, you suddenly see, oh my god, there is this another cup which is coming from the clouds. It must be divine, it must be magic, it must be my angel guides who are sending me this. So that healing which needs to be done. Again, the Moon card talks about our fears, talks about the things which keep us tied down, the our perception. So that has to be changed, that has to be acknowledged, addressed, that has to be changed, and our fears need to be addressed, if you get my drift. Okay, like you need, there is a path which you will have to walk. It's not a small path, it is not an easy path. There are going to be ups and downs, and you are going to be afraid, because when we look into the face of our fears, when we look into the face of our childhood traumas, they can be scary. They can be scary because they are the things which we grew up with. That's the thing which we were used to. They're the things which we got used to, so ever since childhood. But wow, okay, I just noticed another very interesting thing, and I'm coming to that. But when you face your fears, when you face your fears on this path, you come across this person, you come across this soulmate, and you're like, oh wow, it was always meant to be you. I could never have guessed. But you can never have guessed, because right now you're a very different person than the person who you need to be in order to attract this person into your life. Okay, first of all, you need to have faith that you're already connected to your soulmate in the astral level, in the astral realm. So instead of focusing on the lack of a, I'm talking about the law of attraction, I'm talking about manifestation right here. Okay, again, I had this right here for the entirety of the videos, like entirety of my filming process, and this never called out to me. But what just happened, the message which came into my life, into my mind, as soon as I touched this, it's a rose quartz. It opens your heart up. Like, this talks about protection. Whatever thing you are afraid of, you're being protected. But this protection is going also blocking certain things from happening, from coming into your life. Okay, when we close our heart, oh my god, wow, when we keep our hearts closed, when our hearts are closed, and when our heart is not open to new things and new energies, when we put walls around our heart, what happens is that we have closed our hearts because we don't want the bad things, the bad feelings to come into our life again, right? We don't want the pain and the hurt to come into our life again. But what happens is that when we have put that wall around our heart, we are not letting the bad things coming in, but then at the same time, even the good things are not able to come in, because there is this wall around our heart. And So the bad energies as well as the good energies are not able to come in. Okay, because we are so focused on protecting ourselves. We are so focused on protecting ourselves that, oh my god, wow, I just got the chills. We are so focused on protecting ourselves, and we are so afraid of heartbreak that we don't even let our heart feel things or see things, because obviously we acknowledge, universe acknowledges, spirit acknowledges that you have been hurt in the past. So obviously you keep your heart closed. You don't want to trust people again. But then that hurt, that pain needs to be addressed. That is why you got this card here. That is why you got this heart with the green energy. You need to open your heart up. You need to open your heart so that new things, new energies can come into your life. Oh my god. This is huge, guys. Like, you need to remove that wall. And the and like good a very good um way for you to reach your heart is art therapy. Art therapy is really, really good and it's really effective. I tried that because I had a wall around my heart. So obviously I'm able to connect with this pile a lot. But as I said, like, of course I have worked upon my own heart and my own feelings and my own healing, and I believe that I'm much more healed than I was like even a year ago. So you can be the same way, you can be at the same place, but you need to open your heart up. Like, do not be afraid of the things which are coming into your life and that they might hurt you, because if you're if you're constantly afraid, if you're blocking your heart up because you don't want the bad experiences, even the good experiences are not coming in. And universe, your angel guides want you to know that you are protected. The bad things are not going to come into your life because they are going to protect you. They're going to see that you're being taken care of, and they're taking care of you. And you're strong enough to experience love and be and love, because so much more love is just waiting to come into your life. But yeah, that is not able to come into your life because your heart is closed. So you need to start working on this new path. You need to start working on healing your heart and this inner child and facing your fears, because when you do that you'll be able to see this other, you'll be able to shift your focus from here to here, and your heart will open up. And when it opens up, you find that, oh, it's you. It was always meant to be you. That person is able to come into your life and that is not a person which you can guess. Oh, I love it. It's going to be difficult. Okay. Also, the other thing which I just saw is that you got both the sun and the moon. So it's really soulmate energy, if because the sun and the moon, they are complements of each other, right? You got both in your reading, which means that healing is ready to take place. Your physical self, your ego, your sun self is ready to face your moon self, is ready to face your inner child, is ready to face your fears which you are holding in your heart, and it's ready to heal. Another message which I wanted to share with you about this rose quartz is that this is also a crystal which is for the heart chakra. So you can use both these two crystals together. Like, this crystal is going to protect you from all the negative energies, and this is going to help you heal your heart. Like, you can get a crystal ball like this, and whenever you feel down, whenever you feel depressed, whenever you feel low and anxious, what you can just do is hold this crystal in your hand and just feel. Okay, just let it feel its vibration, connect with the crystal. So that was another message which I wanted to give you. Then you have conclusions are within, rich, full of it, eclipse. I love that. So again, this talks about things which are ready to change into your life. The full moon is the culmination. The full moon is the end point of uh of the moon phase, right? The full moon is where the moon is at its biggest, at its brightest, this moon. But with the eclipse, there is a change, there is a shift in the energy. And what this is saying here is that energies are ready to shift into your life. Okay, shift in your life. The energies of in your life are ready to shift. Just what you need to do is open your heart and start walking towards your healing. Oh my god, surrender. You got also got the card of surrender, because when you surrender to the divine, that healing happens, that healing takes place, and you will be able to heal. Also seek therapy, art therapy. Again, my mind is going to art therapy. Like, if you don't like the traditional forms of therapy, and so there are so many different types of therapies now, so do what actually calls out to your heart. You can also find your own, like find your own therapist, or you can also try like doing some healing work for yourself, do some meditation, forgiveness for yourself, and the like, and start working towards that journey. Start that journey towards your inner child healing, because when you do, this is coming into your life. Whew. So that was it for your pile. If you like this video, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below so that I can know, and also subscribe to this channel if you feel called to do so. It really helps my channel grow and helps YouTube put this video forward to more people, so that they may come to this video and get some messages which might be needed for them. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you the next time. Bye. Much love to you. You can heal. I believe in you. Okay, bye. I'll see you the next time.